Hi, nobodies. This is like the third time I've tried to make this video. I got 2 extra kids and I am on chastity duty because I am the only adult here. Uh, so, today I'm going to talk about anxiety. If anybody watches this, you already know my anxiety is health-based. It all has to do with how my stomach feels and my head. If my head gets hot, I'm in trouble. Like, I am so dreading the hot flashes of menopause because that's going to be like hell for me. I know I'm going to be popping Xanax like crazy. Today was a good day as far as anxiety goes. I was able to drive myself to a thrift store that I like, well out of my safety zone. And when I was leaving there, I said, well, I do need to go to Walmart. Stomach said, no, you don't. Stomach said, we're going to have a problem here. So I said, okay. No Walmart. Stomach said, all right, let's go. Thought about stopping at Goodwill. Said, I'll just go on home. So I'm thinking that the Bryant Walmart is forever burnt. I'm hoping that not all Walmarts are, because I do like Walmart. They have lots of things that I want. And plus, I really don't, it's one thing if my anxiety says that location is bad for you. If it gloms on that specific spot on the earth is out of reach, okay. I don't want it taking more than that. It's bad enough it took that. Because that's the problem with anxiety, is that it'll take things from you. I mean, most people get like this tightness in their chest. My anxiety all comes down to I'm sick. Any of those feelings you get when you've got a stomach virus, the feelings associated with diarrhea, nausea, indigestion, those things will click anxiety for me. Those are the triggers. Now, what triggers them to trigger? I don't know. I don't know what my triggers are. If you do know what your trigger is, then you're actually in luck, because you can learn to work through that. Not that it's an easy process. By no means would it be an easy process. The way mine normally works is that I get in the car, and when I'm going to the first location, because I normally try to, say, well, I'm going to go to like 3 places. And it's really all about just getting to the first place. Because I say, if I don't feel right, I'll just go home. So which place do I go to first? If I have to get gas, then it's got to be the gas station, And once I get there and put my feet on the ground out of my vehicle, I'm okay a lot of times. And I can hit locations 2 and 3 and maybe even throw in a 4 or 5. Well, I messed up one day. I had been having trouble going to the library. So this one day I got myself to go because I just kept looking. I was like, okay, the library's right over there. I'm like so close I could walk there. Pulled through. And then I got cocky and said, and I was telling my anxiety, because I do think of anxiety as like a whole entity almost. Because I mean, it's like a child or something, it'll see, it's like a mean person. It says, oh, you love that? I'm going to take it away. You like going to the gym? Not anymore. Nope, you're going to get sick every time you go. You're going to get sick every time you think of going. That's what anxiety does to a person. It takes and takes and takes and takes. It'll take probably to the point where your safe zone is no longer your safe zone. You have no safe zone. So I got cocky and said, well, I'm going to push through and I'm going to get to Walmart. I said, because once I get out, I'll be fine. It might be jittery, but I'll be fine. Should have known something was wrong when I was walking through and having issues, because I was like still, I kept thinking, maybe I should call somebody. But I didn't, because even at the worst times, making the decision to go home fixes it. The second I turn the car around or get in to leave, I'm good. But not this day. This day, it got worse. Almost couldn't keep my eyes open. They say you can't faint from an anxiety attack. I have yet to faint that I know of. I mean, there was one time, but that could have been a seizure from a medication I was taking. I cannot say that it was an anxiety attack that made me pass out. But anyway, now just the thought of going to that Walmart just kind of makes me think, no, don't want to. But luckily, there's a Walmart that's the exact same distance, but in another direction. It's just nobody else in my family likes to go there. But I love that one. They always got shit in stock that I want. Whereas the Bryant one kind of sucks. I mean, they never have pastrami. And they never have my Brussels sprouts that me and my girls like. That's always fun a few days later for people who hate Brussels sprouts. They also hate when we get deviled egg potato salad. That's another bad one. Or when we eat deviled eggs, period. Because eggs, come on. But I'm hoping that Walmart is not burnt in general. Not that I particularly like giving them my money. They're just convenient. I worked out today. That's another good thing that happened. I couldn't do what I wanted to do. I want to hop on an elliptical or a treadmill. One, I don't have one. And two, when I find one that I can buy, I start thinking, where am I going to put it? Because they always end up taking up more space than I want them to have. There's no nice, neat place to put them. Never. I used to have a Gazelle. I could work up a sweat, but, there's no, muscle building to that, and I liked how my tush was looking on the elliptical. Or at least I was proud of it. I don't know if anybody else noticed, but I did. And I just felt good after a workout. This time though, it's like a little rowing machine. So I just sat there rowing for 30 minutes, but I did sweat. Unfortunately, since I am on chastity duty, I have not gotten to take a bath yet. I really hate having sweat dry on me after a workout. It's like, no, I need a shower after a workout. I need a shower after I've mowed the lawn. I need a shower after I weed eat or dig in the garden or just sit out there long enough to work up a sweat. I feel dirty. And as I often say, not the fun way. Yeah, I just feel dirty and I can't take a bath until the boy leaves. Which is supposed to be at 9 o'clock, and I got something else going on at 9 o'clock. But today has been a good day. I mean, I'm not going to let anything that hasn't been great ruin what has been great. And I said to somebody today, I said, why are you worried about 10 months from now, a year from now, 11 years from now? Don't even worry about tomorrow as far as taking away the goodness of today. Because, today you have the opportunity to be happy. Why worry about something that may not happen tomorrow? Because I could sit here and tell you a million bad things that could happen to me tomorrow. Top of the list is that I'd have an anxiety attack. But do I let that affect the fact that I'm good today? No. I enjoy every day that I don't have an anxiety attack. I enjoy every day that I don't feel like shit. I enjoy every day where I can get up and walk around, because there are a lot of people that can't. I wake up and say, I've got everything that I was born with. You know, I'm doing better than some folks. I'm on this side of the ground. I'm doing better than some folks. Not in the hospital. I'm not out of my mind crazy. And I'm not having an anxiety attack. So every moment of my life where I'm not having an anxiety attack is a good moment. I'm not going to waste my time worrying about whether I'm going to have one tomorrow, or whether, if I decide to go to Dollar General, will I be able to make it? I'm not going to worry about that until it's actually in front of me. Now, I'm not saying a person doesn't need to plan. I mean, you plan things, but don't worry about it to the nth degree, because that's just going to make you so much worse. You've got to get through moment by moment, day by day, and you have to look at everything in a positive manner. And the thing is positives just pile up, I mean, just like negatives do. When it rains, it pours. It's your outlook. It's not, I mean, now granted, I mean, you can have a positive outlook and have bad shit happen to you. But having a positive outlook makes the bad stuff a little less bad, makes you a little less sad, ratchets down the anxiety if you look on the bright side. I don't like negativity. I don't choose to surround myself with people that are negative, because they bring me down. And I really hate to be brought, I mean, I do my best when I'm having a bad day. I do my best to smile at people and say hi, how are you, and be as polite as can be, regardless of, I could have just been bawling my eyes out. I mean, heck, tears could be streaming down my face, and I'd be like, hi, how are you today? Oh, I'm good. It's good to see you. Can I help you find anything? I mean, it's like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to give them the positive. I mean, I don't want them to ask why I'm crying. I'm feeling, if I'm crying, I'm feeling embarrassed enough that somebody sees me like that. But I'm not going to share that with people. I don't want to share that with people. I want to share happy. And don't worry about me. I'm okay. I'm fine. Yeah, there's blood squirting out of me, but I'm fine. Don't worry. I'm fine. You just have a good day. Don't worry about me. I'm going to be fine. It's not, I don't know if that was how I was raised or just something I picked up on, but it doesn't matter what's going on. I try to be really positive, because I don't need to drag my negative to someone else and give it to them. And it's the same for when I'm mad at somebody. I don't get mean until I'm pushed. I mean, I can get mean. I can get really mean. Like when somebody hits me with the same question over and over and over again, and I have gone through all of the polite answers I can give to that question, and I start getting frustrated, you bet your ass I'm not going to be as polite. Now, to get me to where I'm going to cut you verbally, you really got to push me. Because I'm going to, just like on the levels of politeness, I'm going to go on the levels of not so nice. Putting sound behind what I'm saying. But eventually, I mean, very few people have ever had me just like really lay into them verbally. Very few. Because, I mean, they've really got to push my buttons to get me to that point. Because my dad was that type of person. You really had to push him to get him to say to you what his problem was.
Do you know how to go go home on the computer?
Yeah, I'll be in there in a minute.
Okay.
All right, so having a wonderful day. I hope you had a wonderful day, and I hope tomorrow will be wonderful for you as well. Um, if anybody sees this and they ever just want to chat with me about, you know, if you're struggling, I'm always available to help somebody out because I know what it's like to be alone. I know what it's like to be around people that don't understand why you can't do things, and I understand what it feels like to feel like a failure when you can't do those things. Um, and I do check my YouTube channel for comments. Um, I won't leave anybody hanging. That's not who I am. But I hope that you do have a good day. All of you who are not watching this, hope you have a really good night.